I decided to do another edition of my top 50 movies of all time. So I already did number 50 through 27, so I'm going to continue on here at number 26, which is a movie directed by David Lean, the master of the historical epic. Well, I don't want to say that because someone's going to be like, no, this person was, but whatever. He's one of the masters of the historical epic, and this movie is Dr. Zhivago, which is a love story set during the Russian Revolution. And I don't understand why, but for some reason, this movie really sticks with me a lot. I don't know why. I just find it really powerful. It was in lots of different ways. It's one of the highest. It's a very high grossing film adjusted for inflation. I think one of the highest. But it's I don't know. I just really get swept up in it. Like when I see it, I just get really swept up in it. And I think it's a really great movie. So number 25 is a classic that pretty much everybody loves, directed by the great Steven Spielberg. It's Jaws, starring, of course, the evil shark that eats people. Yeah, and in Amity Beach, which it's just an awesome movie. The way they build up suspense, it's just it's like one of the most entertaining movies of all time, really. And it's just it started the whole it started a whole new wave of different types of movies. It made Steven Spielberg's career. It's a great movie in just so many different senses, and it of course deserves to be on here. Number 24 is the epic film by Paul Thomas Anderson called There Will Be Blood, which I don't think I know anyone who doesn't absolutely love this movie. It's really amazing in every single second of this movie is full of awesomeness, total Daniel Day-Lewis. You can't talk about this movie without talking about Daniel Day-Lewis's epic, amazing performance. I already used the word epic twice. I shouldn't do that, but amazing. This performance probably will be remembered for years and years to come. It's that iconic already. As Daniel Plainview, of course, the oil person, oil man. If I say I'm an oil man, he's an oil man. We all agree, obviously. Number 23 is a movie that I have a poster for in my wall, and it's directed and written by a playwright named Martin McDonagh, and it's a film called In Bruges, which is a really great film that I don't no one talks about it ever. I don't hear it talked about a lot. It's such a great it's such a great movie. It's hitmen, and they go to this little town. There's all the juxtaposition kind of, but they're not hardened hitmen. They're kind of quirky hitmen, and one of them's all neurotic, and it's a very interesting movie. And number 22 is a movie directed by John Carpenter called Halloween, with Jamie Lee Curtis, and of course with Michael Myers, one of the most iconic horror villains of all time. It's another great horror movie. I think if you want to count Jaws as a horror movie, it's another horror movie on my list, and it's also a great one. Number 21 is The Sting. I just actually got this one on DVD, which you'd know if you saw my DVD unpackaging video, and I saw it maybe 6 months ago for the first time, and I was blown away by it in a way I wasn't by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And I don't know, that movie seems to be talked about a lot more than The Sting, even though I think The Sting won Best Picture and that one didn't. I think that The Sting is a much better movie, really. It's just so fun to watch, So number 20 is another epic. I have lots of epics on here. It's hard. I don't know. I always seem like I have a hard time sitting through them, but then I always come away with such. I always come away liking them so much. So my appreciation for them is so much when it comes down to it. And number 20 is Apocalypse Now, by Francis Ford Coppola. The helicopter scene with the Valkyries, I don't know, something with the Flight of the Valkyries, I think it's called. You know, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum. One of the best scenes. Like, just the whole thing, the way it's put together and shot is perfect. It's an amazing, iconic scene that everybody, like, if someone asked me what one of the greatest scenes, like, they wanted me to make, like, the 20 greatest scenes ever in movies, that would definitely be on there. It's that good of a scene. And if you've seen it, of course, it's the most memorable scene in the movie. One of them, at least. The horror. Yeah, I couldn't get through it without saying that line. Number 19 is E.T. the Extraterrestrial, another movie by Steven Spielberg. This is just like a great, like, friendship story, really. And, like, how the end really brings you to that emotional point that it gets you to. By the way, this is the 1982 version and not that thing without, you know, the other thing that people try to pass off as E.T. Yeah, this is the thing with the actual suspense in the last scene, because there's actual stakes in the last scene, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but it's a great buddy movie, and the way it gets you to that emotional state that you are at the end is brilliant. Through the entire thing, it's just perfect. I don't know. It's everyone. I don't know. I don't even know why I have to describe some of these things. They're so famous and iconic, but I do because it's my job. Except I'm not getting paid, but whatever. Okay. Number 18 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is another. It's a movie by what's his name, Milos Forman, who's a great director who also did Amadeus, which I have on Blu-ray, which I just showed in my Blu-ray update, which is another movie I really like. And yeah, so One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, of course, Jack Nicholson in the leading role, who's the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yeah, if I want to say that, which I don't know why I just said that. But yeah, it's a very, very, very good movie, and Lois Fletcher is amazing as Nurse Ratched. It's a very good performance movie with all the different, like, people in the ward. It's all, like, very good how they do it. I have apparently heard that the stage play is better. So someone said that they didn't even like the movie in comparison to the stage play, which I find very interesting. I have to see that if it comes around here. Number 17 is a musical, and it's a Bob Fosse musical entitled Cabaret, which is a amazing World War II movie with amazing performances by Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey, which I think they both won Oscars for it, and it did not win Best Picture, because of course the other movie that year was The Godfather. In any other year, that I'm pretty sure it would have won Best Picture, but not 1972, because The Godfather came out this year. Like, okay, so it's very good. The way it's very creepy. It's very dark musical. The way they put the songs together. The musical sequences are great, and the acting's great. It's a very, very lively musical. So I'm running short on time now, so I'm gonna continue starting with 16 next time. See you then.